So how will this visit impact relations between the United States and China? For the answer to that, I'm joined by Jia Xiudong from the China Institute of International Studies in Beijing. Welcome back to the show. How significant are these meetings between Secretary John Kerry and Foreign Minister Wang Yi? It appears there is a renewed commitment between both countries to build upon improved relations here.
Foreign Minister Wang's visit to Washington, D.C. is part of the ongoing process to build a new model of major power relationship between the two countries, as agreed by the two presidents of the countries during their summit in California this spring. And they have, during their meeting in Washington, D.C., they covered a lot of topics, including how they can push forward with implementation of the consensus reached by the two presidents. Also, how they can engage with each other in areas for practical cooperation and how they can manage differences in their relations. So this kind of meeting engagement between the senior officials is very constructive, and the meeting is certainly very fruitful now.
Well, I'd like to talk to you about that meeting in California between Presidents Obama and Xi Jinping. They also, met on the sidelines just a few weeks ago at the G20 summit, and they will see each other again at the APEC summit in Bali. They've seen each other quite a bit. What do you make of all these meetings between these two presidents? What does it say right now about China-U.S. relations?
Well, they all agree that the relationship is in a fairly good shape right now, but although there are differences over many issues, but still they are satisfied with the latest developments in the relationship. Then they agree to build a new model of major power relationship. That's very crucial for the bilateral, because now we all know that despite all the progress and developments and achievements in the past few years, there are still differences. For example, with the United States rebalancing towards Asia, there is concern in China whether that kind of rebalancing strategy is meant to contain China. Although the United States says time and again is with the commitment from President Obama that engagement with China is part of the rebalancing strategy, but still China would like to see more positive action from the United States to show that it is meant for engaging with China, not to contain China.
We have about a minute left. Just some of the other issues between these two countries, especially Syria and the DPRK. Do you expect to see any consensus between the U.S. and China over these issues in the coming weeks?
No, there are major differences actually between the U.S. and China over these two crucial issues. As for Secretary Kerry said during his press opportunity with Foreign Minister Wang Yi that the U.S. and China disagreed sharply over the issue of Syria. However, China welcomes and supports the framework agreement between the U.S. and Russia over the chemical weapons issue of Syria, and China supports this destruction of the chemical weapons. China actually also supports a political settlement over the crisis of Syria, and China does not favor any foreign military intervention into the situation in Syria. About the North Korea, both China and the U.S. agree that denuclearization is the key. However, they disagree over how we can approach that. China simply believes that the six-party talks still is the very good process for achieving that goal. And now there is a window of opportunity for the resumption of the six parties. China, the United States, and other parties should join hands to make sure that we can create a very favorable environment for the resumption of the six-party talks, and we should grasp this window of opportunity.
All right, Jia Xiudong, we appreciate your time as always. Thanks for joining us here